As soon as I turn the camera off. I mean, as soon as I turn the camera off. All right. There we go. Another beauty. 5-pound fish. Now, and I swear, these are not the same fish I'm catching again and again and again. Oh, you look at the dark lips on that one. Beautiful fish. Healthy. Very, very healthy fish. Yeah, that was funny. As soon as I turned the camera off, I hit that one. Alright, get everything back in line with this. Worm re-rigged. Worm's starting to get pretty tore up, so what we're going to have to do is take a section of it off. And we'll just shorten that worm a little bit, but it'll make for a better seat. Alright, try this again here. Yeah, that was a very nice bass. She took that. I mean, I had just turned, just hit the button, turned it off, and she just smacked it while I was reeling it in. She didn't take it off the bottom. She took it on the move. And it's right outside of this. Oh, there's another one. Right there. And, oh, yeah, nice fish again. Alrighty. Very nice, very nice. And once again, looky here. Look at how beautiful these fish are. Look at the fat belly on these. I mean, it's just, yeah, beautiful, beautiful fish. Fat bellies. Alright. That's rigged again. Alright. Whoops. Wet shoes. Wet socks. Standing in the mud. Now there's a line here that is really stirred up by the, oh, and there's another one. Just like that. Very next cast. Yeah. Just like that. So, that's 3 casts in a row, 3 fish, just like that. Another, seeming to be about the average size of them, like I say. That hooked pretty good. There we go. There we go. Another beauty. Not quite as big. Awful fat belly though. These things are just laden with eggs. Yeah. Oh yeah, this worm's seen its better days. So what we gotta do here is shorten this worm up. Pinch a little bit off the end here. And her down through. That way it's running basically. You're running through new rubber. Let me get my parasite clip around this thing here real quick. These parasite clips, some people like them, some people don't. They do keep your worm from sliding down as much on your hook. And I will admit that is nice. I actually have a bent point on my hook here too. These fish are just monsters. They're tearing the hooks apart. Now I've got a bent point here. Yeah, very much so. handy dandy Swiss Army knife. I tell you what, this is the captain's version. I've had this thing for 30 years. And it's one of the best investments I've ever made as far as a blade goes. I use that daily for many things. I am a big fan of my Swiss Army knife. Okay, rigged up again. It's a little shorter, however, not torn up. Looks good in the water again. This mud line is moving over, so I'm going to cast right alongside of this mud line again. There's 3 casts in a row right alongside of this mud. There is a, yeah. Oh geez, looks like we're gonna go a cast without catching a fish, maybe. Might actually be a little too close to the mud line there. Let's go a little bit out of it. There we go. We'll try that. Plane in the sky. A private plane right here. Well, like I say, and there's one right there. He took it on the run. Like I say, I just walked away. I was having a little, ooh, this is a nicer one. I was having a little bit of a slower period there. About the same again. A little bit better. 5-pound fish. Oh yeah, that's a nice fish. Oh yeah. Oh, look at there, self-releasing. Now there's a nice bass. 5-pounder. All right, and away we go. There's one nice thing about this GoPro. It shows you the actual fish, and you can't deny it. I could tell people that, oh yeah, I came out here and I caught a couple dozen fish in an hour with no issues whatsoever, and they were all 3 to 5 pounds. And people go, yeah, right, I'm calling horse crap on that one. Well, there's one of the reasons the GoPro comes in handy. No kidding. Proof is in the pudding. Can't deny what you got on film. And like I say, with the continual film running here, you can see one fish after another being caught. There was something interesting just happened there. I think I got tapped while I was starting to reel it there. How about that? A cast where we didn't catch a fish. Alright. Even in the wind, and even though it's causing a few difficulties, it's still very worthwhile to get out, put up with a little bit of the wind, and catch a bunch of fish. Now I've caught, that was 1, 2, 3, 4 fish I caught again there real quick. And I might have just spooked them a little bit. We're gonna walk over here. And that's an awful lot of mud and stuff we stirred up in there again, and very short amount of time. There's 4 fish there. Yeah, I mean, you can get to where you disturb fish in an area. That almost seemed like I got picked up there. And on the other side of what this mud crease is in the water here, they don't seem to be on this side of it as like they are on. Try that one more time. All right. Well, gonna scoot ourselves around a little bit here and hit another quick spot.